Wow, it's a full house. This is great. Look at the kids. This is... Okay, so celebrating reality. That's a tough call. I mean, reality is a big thing. It encompasses earthquakes, wars, drama, death, birth, everything. It's tough to celebrate it all because we have preferences. I mean, I like the good stuff. I like sunny days. I don't like earthquakes and rainy days and foggy days. So, how do we begin? Is it even possible to celebrate everything? That's a really tall order. But what if we didn't have a preference? What if we had a clean slate? What if we didn't know? What if we were more like a river that simply flows? See, the river doesn't get all upset about a rock being there. It just goes, no problem. Keeps on going. What if we were to do the same thing? Another rock. Okay, there's got to be a way around this, over it, under it. There's got to be a way. So, on our sunny days, those are our easy days, our sunshiny days, our Disneyland days. But there are our tough days. And if we can deal with our tough days, then we kind of start to figure things out. So who makes our days tough? It's the person sitting in your seat. Yeah, no, it's not the other guy or gal, or it's not the rain, or it's not the rock in the river. It's our relationship to it. And nobody likes hearing that. You mean I cause my own problems? Yep. Case in point. My dear wife, Susan, when we go up to visit my sister, we get on the freeway and we go around this turn, and there's traffic. We've been doing it for 45 years. Everybody knows there's going to be traffic at that spot, right? So we're in the car, here we go, around the corner, and Susan goes, damn, there's traffic. Really? But only always she says, damn, there's traffic. Who's causing the upset? Is it the traffic? The clouds don't care. I don't particularly care. There's a lot of cars that probably don't care, people that don't care. But for some reason, Susan's wired in such a way that she cares. But who is it within Susan that actually cares? What's the dynamic going on? So let's say we've got reality is coming at us, and we're driving along the freeway, and it looks everything's flowing nicely. And then it's traffic. Well, now the stimulus is coming in through the mind. So Susan is taking this all in. Things are going according to her expectations, and all of a sudden, they're not. Now, before she can even think about it, thinking is happening for Susan. It's the conditioning. It's the conditioned mind that's going like an algorithm. It says, reality, this reality, we don't like this reality, but we like this one over here. There's a disconnect. Beep, beep, alert, traffic, upset. The algorithm within our mind causes the upset. In a way, we don't even cause our own upset. It's a habit. It happens quicker than we can catch it. And all of a sudden, we're upset. How did we get there? Whoa, let's slow it down. There's a comparison model within our mind that compares what's going on here to our image of what should be happening. And that's where the rub comes. Between reality and what we want. I don't like this reality, so I'm going to start fighting against it. And that's what we do. We fight it. We pull the sword out, and we're ready to go. Traffic isn't easy. That's very easy. We could start talking about politics. We can talk about the wars that are going on. We can talk about climate. These are all really good things to be concerned about. But can we be concerned about them in a generous way, in a way that there is space, in a way that there might be a path forward? One of the reasons why we feel so disempowered or upset is that we're out of control. Life is not happening the way I want it. Reality doesn't care the way you want it. It's raining outside. Reality doesn't care. You're having a bad day. You broke your foot, and now you have to walk with a crutch. Gravity is still going to act on you. You trip, you're going to fall. It's like the reality, it's like nature is wonderful, but nature is nature. And we all move within the rules of nature. So when we don't like something, we think we have to fight. And so we pick up this sword and we go to work. Because we think we're out of control, that we don't have control. So where does that thought come from? That's a story that I need to be in control for my survival. Okay, that sounds good. But are you in danger when you're in traffic, when the traffic is stopped? What's this mechanism where all of a sudden when you get upset, the body thinks you're out of control, you're in danger, and you've got to fight? So now there's something going on. All of a sudden, within us, we've taken our power and we've thrown it away. We've given it to the traffic, we've given it to the circumstances, we're blaming all of this in life, and I'm powerless. Wait a minute. I made up the story, I threw my power away, and now I'm complaining about it. What's that about? This is the confusion. This is the real confusion that we come across when we get upset. We lose our rational, not thinking, but our rational feeling part of us. And the mind just takes over. So when we feel upset, the mind clicks in and the body feels it's in danger. I want to get that. Just because we feel upset doesn't mean we're in danger. The body feels like it is, but maybe it's not. So here's 3 things. 3 points. How to reclaim your power. How to break this cycle. And it's simple. It was really, really simple. 3 things. We'll use Susan as an example. We're sitting in traffic. Susan's going, there's traffic. Susan, are you in danger right now? No. I asked her this last night because I was preparing for the talk. I said, Susan, think of the time when around that corner where you always do that. Yeah. She knows. Now, when I ask you, are you in danger when you're there? And she said, no. With a smile. I mean, all of a sudden, the whole thing started to change because she was sort of looking back at the mind which was terrorizing her about the traffic. It's like you're turning the lens back on what is my story about this? Because that's where the upset comes. So, okay, Susan, are you in danger? That's number 1. No, I'm not. Okay, number 2. Are you going to make it through this? Yes, I'm going to make it through this. Okay. And she softened again. And here's the third one. This is how you actually grab on and take your power back. Because you're asking the mind, which caused the problem to begin with, well, what's the next obvious step? Oh, that shuts the mind up. Because the mind knows how to alert you to danger, but it doesn't know what to do next. And when you ask the mind, what's the obvious next step? And I asked Susan that, well, you're in traffic, what's the obvious next step? Slow down. Big silence. It's like, I guess there's nothing I can do. Just chill out. And it was like telling her mind to chill out, and there was a smile on her face. Yep, you kind of caught me there. So as you can see, those 3 steps can diffuse things. And they can bring us back to our peace. And we can actually celebrate the whole dance, because it's all just a dance unless I have a story contrary to it. I cause my own suffering, nobody else. I can blame everybody else, but it's really me that causes the drama. So, one night, long time ago, out in Nevada, 12 o'clock at night, I need to pull over and sleep. So there is no place around, and I love it that way. So I drive off one of these teeny little roads off the main highway. And it's a dirt road, and it gets rougher and rougher, and it goes over a hill and off into the desert to the place where it is, for me, is paradise. I stop the car. I'm probably 3 or 4 miles off the main road. Can't see a light anywhere, even in there's no moon, the stars, the Milky Way. It's just awesome. And it's quiet, and the wind is pretty quiet, and I open up the door and I climb out. Wow. It's like I'm on another planet. And so my heart is full, and I start walking out into the, watching kind of where I'm going, because it's really dark, feeling my way through the brush and getting out there, to the point where I can barely see the car, the little sort of lump in the starlight. And I stand out. The coyote howls. And I go, wasn't expecting a coyote. And then there's another one, and there's a whole bunch of coyotes. I'm going, oh boy, what did I walk into? I'm in their territory. Of course there's going to be coyotes. I wasn't thinking. So the mind's thinking for me. This is drama. This is scary. What am I going to do? Am I in immediate danger? Probably not. They're coyotes. They're small dogs. They don't want to eat me. They want to find a nice field mouse or a rabbit. Okay. Am I going to get through this? Yes, I know where the car is. I can walk back to the car. Okay. What's the next obvious step? Well, turn around slowly, and with intention, I'm going to walk back to the car. So I'm slowly walking back to the car. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm in control, I think. And then I hear, what's that noise? I have never heard that noise. God, it sounds like a mule or a horse or something. I'm looking around. There's nothing. Oh, boy. Now I'm really scared. I don't know. I don't recognize that. I can't see it. It sounds big and it sounds close. And so now, hairs on the back of my neck. I'm just, and I don't want to run, because they chase. Animals chase you if you run. Am I safe? I don't know. Am I going to get through this? I hope so. What's the next step? Get big, and walk with purpose. Throw an aura around you. And I make it back to the car, and I look around, I get the flashlight out. There's nothing out there. I'm going, wow, did I make that up? Was that my mind? I'll never know. Our minds hallucinate reality. I'm not seeing reality as it is. Reality comes in, and it goes into the mind, and the mind, through all of these little cells, and there's some kind of a movie screen or something that sees everything inside me. It's all happening inside me, and somehow it looks like it's out here. And it is out here, but it's not the way everybody else sees it. I have my own point of view, as each of you does, as each of you do. And we don't know everybody's point of view. Even in this room, everyone has a different point of view of the room. So what does that mean? It means to chill out. You don't have all the answers. Nobody does. Maybe we could be more like the river and flow. If a rock comes up, you find a way. When life is tough, you find a way. And the key is, can you trust yourself to find the way? And this is where the story of Litasu comes in. He was a Taoist master. And the Taoism is really a philosophy. It's a philosophy of life. How do you find the flow? How do you be more like the river? That's flexible, that can move, that always finds its way to lower ground into the ocean. Always. And it doesn't have to worry. The river never worries. So the story goes about this butcher. And he was writing, this is pre-Christian times. Taoism is that old. And back then they had bronze knives for butchering. And bronze knives can break. So you have to be careful with your knife. So if you're butchering an ox or a sheep or something and you're hacking away at it, you can break the knife. And regular butchers go through a knife, maybe 1 or 2 knives a year. But this particular butcher, when he was asked, how many knives have you gone through? I have my original knife. It's been 19 years. What makes you so skilled? Why are you a master at butchering? I feel my way through the flesh as I'm cutting. I feel my way. I sharpen my knife and I feel my way, and when I hit the joint, instead of chopping at the joint, I find the spot between and I do that slice, and I can sever the knuckle every time. It's finding our way through the spot, through the tight spots. If you think of your own life, how do we find our way through our tight spots? With the sharp blade of discernment and with feeling our way through. And if we can trust our own feeling our way through, that's the path. So in kind of like wrapping this all up, if that's possible, when we're cutting, when we use our sword for fighting, we're fighting against something. It's usually a reaction where life is coming at us and, I don't want this, and we're fighting. Another way of being would be to relax and just to allow it to come. And to feel with that sharp, thin knife, to feel our way forward. As opposed to fighting our way, you're feeling and discerning and finding that spot where we can move easily through. Now that takes presence. And to find presence, it takes a little practice, like being quiet, meditating, being still, being appreciative, having gratitude. Those are kind of the practices that one can do to learn how to feel for the cut, to feel the path through. So, it all gets back to being present in the moment. Because when I am present in the moment, I can feel what's around me. I'm not thinking what's around me, I'm feeling what's around me. And when I'm feeling what's around me, I am anchored, I have stopped kind of the chatter of the mind, and I'm an open vessel. I become a hollow bamboo. And when the bamboo is hollow, that's when the winds of life can make the music through us. And so, I guess I leave you with those three things. Am I in danger? Will I make it through? And what's the next obvious step? And when we examine the mind, every time we examine the mind, we make our bamboo a little more empty and a little more hollow. And let's leave us with this affirmation. I vow to drop my fight with reality. I vow to wisely question. Okay, let's do that. Repeat after me. I vow to drop my fight with reality.
I vow to drop my fight with reality.
I vow to wisely question my stories about life.
I vow to wisely question my stories about life.
Very good. One last one. I reclaim my power by asking.
I reclaim my power by asking.
What is the obvious next step?
What is the obvious next step?
Blessed be. You guys have done great.